Okay. All right. Let me see. Mr. Copeland, are you ready? All right. So, Mr. Cruz, are you ready? Okay. Miss Lynette, Miss Garcia Batista. It's called a presentation. They're going to stare at you. Mm-hmm.
And I learned the fast-growing political army led led to independence on June 30, 1960. I'm ready.
Okay.
End of discussion.
All right. Let me get Miss Gray.
She's sleeping.
Carnation.
Oh my God.
All right. All right. All right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not bargaining. All right, Mr. Henry. All right. Mr. Holloway. He's not here. Miss Ibarra. Okay. Miss Morrison.
Oh Lord. Alright, so you're Africa. Do this. And what I learned is the policy of conclusion for the business of Africa. All trade sectors, according goes Europe.
Okay. Let me get Miss Pierce. All right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Let me get Miss Ratliff.
Alright, so I do this to show how the European, traditions were interrupted after colonization. And I learned that Kenya, Nigeria, South Africa, the Dominican Republic of Congo, and Egypt were the countries to be colonized and
Oh, that's it? Okay. All right. Miss Rios Valencia.
So I drew this, the African map, and the flag. And one thing that I learned is that the most populous and one of the most political significant country in Africa is Nigeria.
All right. Good, good, good. Let me get Miss Smith.
successful during the process. And yeah, Africa didn't like that very much.
Mr. Snell. Okay. All right, Miss Stubbs.
I had a trip from Napa, Africa, yeah, and something that I had learned was about Nelson Mandela was a leader in the struggle against apartheid South Africa, official system of segregation and discrimination against the countries. And also, I had learned about the emperor power European stereotype, tools in their share in the 19th century. Africa emerged a prime location for colonization due to its level of natural resources and, yeah, I'm done.
All right, let me get Camden. Mr. Tomlinson. Is he here today? No, he's not here today. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. No, I was looking for you up there.
There's so many charges.
All righty, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Let me get Miss Wade.
Are you recording your teaching? Are you recording your teaching?
All right, so I think we're breaking the number one rule, which was talking over people. When they're up front, just let them talk.
Again, I drew a picture of Africa and stuff that we learned about. One thing I learned about is colonization, disruption. And yeah, I drew off the video. So it's thick persons. That's all.
Oh my god.
All right. Okay, so that kind of concludes that. A lot of people didn't go.
You didn't call her.
I did, Lynette. But thank you. All right. So can you go put the CNN 10 on, please, ma'am? All right. So we're about to watch our CNN 10. That's going to give us, once that's over, that's going to leave us with about 18 minutes left of class. In the last 18 minutes, I'm going to explain what our next assignment was going to be, and then I will explain that.
Hello friends, it's Tuesday, October 22nd. Welcome to CNN 10, the best 10 minutes in news. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. I'm Corey Wire. We've got a great show lined up for you today, so let's get to it. We start off in Cuba, where an island-wide blackout happened on Friday when officials there say one of the country's major power plants failed. Multiple major power grid failures left millions without electricity for days. In fact, most of Cuba's population of 10 million people have seen their access to power interrupted. The aging power grid collapsed 4 times over the weekend alone, and that was before Hurricane Oscar made landfall in Cuba on Sunday as a Category 1 storm. Oscar weakened to a tropical storm soon after, but is still hampering efforts to restore power on the eastern part of the island as it brought heavy rains, strong wind, and a powerful storm surge. The Cuban Electrical Union struggled to restore power with over 50,000 workers on the job. People took to WhatsApp to find nearby neighborhoods with power. Schools were canceled and hospitals began running on generator power. Generators produce electricity by running on fuel as opposed to being plugged into the grid. Cuban officials are blaming the energy crisis on a number of factors, including increased U.S. economic sanctions, disruptions caused by recent hurricanes, and the dire state of the island's infrastructure. The negative effects of the U.S. embargo on trade with Cuba can still be seen today, decades after it went into effect in 1962, after tensions between the two nations escalated. Since then, the island has often seen severe shortages of food, medicine, and fuel. Cuba's power plants are dependent on imports of oil, and fuel deliveries to the island have plummeted as allies, Venezuela, Russia, and Mexico, have slashed their exports. CNN's Patrick Oppman is in Havana with more on the situation there, including how folks are getting by.
All of Cuba at this moment is in a nationwide blackout. Cubans certainly are no stranger to power outages, but this is very unusual, even for a country that is used to so many shortages and inefficiencies like Cuba is. On Thursday night, Cuba's Prime Minister Manuel Moreno took to the airwaves here to announce that there was a severe fuel crisis and that more would be coming, but it was being delivered by boat, and that was delayed. And essentially, Cubans would have to tighten their belts. Only essential workers would be required to go to state jobs. That many activities, such as nightclubs and cultural events, would be canceled to save power. Didn't give any indication, though, that this kind of blackout was coming, and it has shocked Cubans. I've been walking around the city, and you can hear a pin drop. There are some generators that are working. Here in our building, we have power for another half an hour, and that is because the building has said they have to maintain fuel. No one is really clear when power is going to be restored. Cuban officials say they are working around the clock to see that happen. Already, though, throughout this island, most of the time, there is power outages that sometimes last for 12 hours or more. In the countryside, it is far worse and been going on for weeks. So very clearly, people are on edge. This is something that even for Cubans who are accustomed to going without having to make do with what they have is somewhat unprecedented. And of course, the longer it goes on, that means people's food spoils. That means that they're not able to work, that people are not able to go to school, and people become more and more concerned about when power will be.
To the art world now, where creative endeavors by humans often break boundaries and make us see the world from a different perspective. But what if that art is made by a robot? Well, the world's first ultra-realistic humanoid artist uses robotic arms, cameras for eyes, and AI algorithms to draw and paint. And that robot already has its work headed to a prestigious art auction. CNN's Anna Stewart. And the impact its arrival on the art scene might have.
Ada's made quite the splash on the art scene. With her depiction of Alan Turing, AI visionary, soon to be sold by Sotheby's, with the auction house estimating a $6 price. This is not my first such encounter. I've met Desdemona, an AI humanoid pop star, and some robotics, and Amica, an AI humanoid assistant by Engineered Arts. Whether AI can ever truly be creative is a thorny subject.
from exhaustive hard work as an AI lawyer is anything you create truly original.
Yes, exactly. It's a huge genre in our history. I take inspiration from the respectful and thought-provoking portrayal of the human form within the world.
What are you going to do with all the money you made through your art? What are you going to buy? Big circus? Big purse? A new home?
You have to ask my wife to take her back out.
I will.
This artist may not care about the money, but her developer, Aidan Mellor, says he'll be investing it back into